In a street in The Hague, a smart jeweller's shop. A gentleman from abroad is considering a purchase. Exacting. Difficult to please. But finally, a bracelet is bought and paid for in dollars. A good sale successfully concluded. You don't find a customer like that every day. Well, as the cashier is going to the bank this morning, he may as well lodge these at the same time. Dollars are good currency, but not these dollars. For these dollars were not printed by the Bureau of Engraving of the United States Treasury. No, you don't find a customer like that every day. Business takes them from continent to continent. Time means money, and the fastest transportation is essential. But although the bird has flown, police action is already underway. All known forgeries are recorded and classified. So the expert asks, is this a new one, or is it an old friend? Each forger has his trademark. An engraving flaw, a bad watermark, or a number that never changes. Yes, this is an old friend. But the note has not yet given up all its secrets. Further investigation can yield a dozen other details. The type of ink, what kind of paper, and where that paper came from. Nothing can escape the expert eye. The exact type of forgery classified, news of its reappearance goes out from the Hague police to Paris, to the headquarters of Interpol, the International Police Commission. Not a police force, but an agency, Interpol serves the police of the world. Here is centralized all information on international crime. Here are files containing records of all those who deal in crimes that know no frontiers. Dope peddling, white slave traffic, and forgery. Now, with the news from The Hague, out come pictures of all known passers of this type of note. The little men, the tools of the forger still at large. On the arrival of these pictures at The Hague, the Dutch police show them to the juror. Their aim, to identify the man who passed the notes. Is he, too, a new one, or an old friend? The jeweler gives the answer. That's him. That's our customer. Now, back in Paris, Interpol can move into action. A dossier is prepared on the wanted man, his methods and the kind of forgery he passes, his description with photographs and fingerprints. Duplicated 100-fold, this dossier goes out to the police headquarters of the world. Goes out to London, Brussels, Rio, Rome, Ankara, and Istanbul. More dollars printed by the same private enterprise. This time, it is an astute jeweler who gives the police the warning. The customer of The Hague has appeared again. But this time, the police are forewarned and forearmed, for they have their dossier from Interpol. Out all over the city go the mobile police. rushing to seal off each and every outlet. The railway stations, the docks, the airports. But this is a customer more slippery than most. So once again the bird has flown. But this time, from the route of his plane, they know his destination. Paris. But the police are not after just one man. They aim to trap a whole organization. Its kingpin, the forger himself. So when our customer arrives in Paris, he moves through the city unhindered. Yet his every step is watched and followed. And as he gets around and meets his friends, each one in his turn becomes a subject for investigation. Another to be watched and followed. With each new face, a check in the files. One after the other, man by man, each another link in the chain. And then at last, the trail ends at the door of a printing shop. Now the police throw out their net. First the little fish. And so, the man to whom time meant money now finds that his kind of money can only mean time. Next, the big fish, the forger himself. Just an ordinary printing shop, normal in every detail. Is this really the place? Or is it a blind, a false trail? But wait a minute. That's not a solid wall. So ended a search that, starting in Holland, ranged across the length of Europe. A search that was ended successfully because countries worked together.